This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Golf Channel on NBC and EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live final round coverage of the California Classic. So we're ready to go here at PGA West. First hole is 445 yards, a par 4. Frank, what do you think of this hole?
It's a good way to start, Rich. Certainly isn't a drive and a wedge hole to get you out of the gate. This is going to be a drive and a mid-iron for most players. There's some good bunkering down there. Most players will just sort of look at that bunker that's midway down on the right side, but this is fairway first, that's for sure, and still a decent length for that second shot ahead of you.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Did a nice job with that putt. Good read, good speed. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
Still some time. Frank, this is a nice-looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to putt beautifully. Moving to the third hole, it's a par 4 again. This one, 471 yards.
What a great shot.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That's a bit offline in the rough. Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
Now to the fourth, 192 yards, and a pretty tough hole location here today. Wow, way to the right here.
And there's rough over there.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just 5 feet left. And he makes it for par. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day, the fifth, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Now the third shot here at the par 5, fifth.
Yeah, great opportunity, scoring club in hand. Just check the yardage, make sure there's no little fickle breezes around. Pitch the ball on the number, got a birdie putt coming up.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
Yeah, and things are starting to tighten up right now. Going to see where the next move comes from.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's way
In the water. Too bad. So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. From 105 out. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Continues to roll the ball very well. Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. When you break down shots or break down a hole, how would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there, you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3.
Frank, that birdie will help the cause. Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side. And then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Settles in over the putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Boy, that hurts right there, Frank.
Yeah, he's got a knuckle down.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live final round coverage of the California Classic. Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. On the way. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
To the second hole now, par 4, only 371 yards. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's really a layup hole here. No need to hit driver down there. The biggest bunker in the distance there is about 300 yards. You have to avoid that. Nothing wrong with hitting an iron or even a hybrid off this.
Oh, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
And setting up here in the rough. Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
Good roll, solid. That's a par. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here. And if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Seems to really have the touch today. First par 3 of the day, it is the 4th here at PGA West, sitting at just under 200 yards in the card. Frank, we're not at the beach, we're in the California desert, but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of...
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Well, here we are at the 5th hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other. That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Birdie try again here today. Almost. Wow. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green. So it's just a layup. You see the bunker down there in the distance. That really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number, something that you got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
That was a good run at it, Rich.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Good putt. 555-yard par 5 8th hole. Frank, is this a 2-shotter or a 3-shotter?
Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around that 330-yard mark. That's the decision has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker, then it is certainly a layup. If you've got the distance, it's well worth the risk.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. 3rd place, a really good position to be playing from here on in.
Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, I just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. And getting ready for the putt. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, continuing at PGA West in the Career Builder Challenge. We're on the back nine now. Hole number 10 is 416 yards, a medium-length par 4, but again, player has to deal with water.
It is. This is a double dogleg, really, and if you don't get the ball on the fairway, you're going to kick yourself.
Early part of this second nine and a good approach shot, and now pretty good chance for birdie.
And just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green, little pitch up there. But even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side. So you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
All right, Frank, time to play a little pitch and putt right now. Good chance with a good shot here to make a 4.
Yeah, holes like this is where small ball can beat big ball.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That's well played. And now a good look at birdie. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Frank, now another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
Couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but requires a better shot.
Frank, what happened there?
It's just a flyer, Rich. Ball wasn't sitting all the way down in the rough. He got enough loft on it, and actually, it was a pretty good swing. Ball was never going to stop.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Rich, with so few holes left, bogeys are just that much more expensive.
And that will really hurt his chances of catching the leader.
Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Wrong way again.
Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
In for par. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'd be interesting to see how strong he is.
Now, that is a shot that will be replayed over and over. Now to the par 4, 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those two bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. That requires something in excess of 280 yards. From there on in, you've got a chance.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, no problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage, but you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16th. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
That doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Frank, which way's this headed?
Just a little right of the intended target.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today.
Well, that birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Yeah, right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. Par 3 17th. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. It's a good-looking putt right here. He might like it. Aw, do that! Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again, water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
And that one ends up about 25 feet from the hole. Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par.
Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated to some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing, and that was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.